we are going to have you guys come with us while we ship items. It was the weekend and we had quite a lot of sales, so Casey and I thought would be a good video to do to show you exactly how we ship items. So first off, I've already got some prepaid labels. I've got 3 from Poshmark and 2 from Mercari. They're already printed because when you sell on those platforms, they send you the label through the email. So what we do is we print them off and then we write on the back what the item is and the box where we need to find that item. All the eBay items that we sell, we use our phone. We have a custom SKU on the custom SKU line. So when we look to see what item is sold, we will see that custom SKU and know exactly where to find that item. So come along and let's get some shipping done. So we went through and we pulled all of the items. Now, the nice thing with Poshmark and Mercari, we already know how we're going to ship the items. So like this is going to be priority mail. And on Poshmark, you can ship priority mail in any of the mailboxes. You can't use the priority mail express. So we know like these are going to go just in poly mailers, and then the shoes will go in a priority postal service box. That way it really helps us on our shipping costs. The rest of these items we sold on eBay, which means that we're going to have to determine how we're going to ship those items. So that's going to be something we'll talk about as we're shipping them. And hopefully if you're watching and new to selling on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, that you'll understand shipping a little bit better.
All right, so for our first class items, which are items under £1, we have a lot of these poly mailers that we can put shorts, shirts, pants, anything, again, that comes in under £1. And then we just write the item name and how many ounces are on each item. So we can easily print the labels, stick them on there, and they're ready to go. All right, so a quick tip, if you only have one of these smaller scales because you're just getting started out, or you simply just have one of these small ones, and you have an item that, although you can fit on it, sometimes it's hard to read. The 00 button on these scales is a tare method. What that means is you can set something on it and reset it to 0, and then set the item you're trying to weigh on the other object. And now you can easily read it and get an accurate weight for your package. So on here, we do 3 pounds, 1 ounce. All right, so we also do a lot of sporting equipment, like baseball bats and golf clubs specifically. Going through Goodwill, estate sales, or garage sales, I can go through golf clubs pretty quickly. I understand what brands are popular and what have sold for us in the past since we've been doing this for so long. So we ship a lot of sporting equipment, including golf clubs and baseball and softball bats. We do buy boxes that are 4x4 by 48. We will put a link down below where we order them on Amazon. We buy these specifically because once you go over 48 inches in length, which most golf clubs aren't, there is quite a bit of added premium on shipping. So how we do this is expand the box out. And I always take one in first, like most of our packaging. All right, once I got one end tape, I'm gonna grab the golf club. I just set it next to it. So you want to kind of replicate the tabs up here. So I'll usually grab a box cutter, go a few inches above it, and start my cut. You don't have to be deadly accurate here. We're just trying to get it to where the golf club is snug once we ship the item so it's not moving around a bunch. So once I do that, you can look inside here. See, I have plenty of room for the tabs. So I'm going to start my blade right at the top of the item and duplicate that 3 more times. So from there, I can bend the tabs outwards. This lets me know this club's going to be nice and snug once I get the rest of the packing and material. I always like to wrap the head of the club in some bubble wrap, and I will do the same at the handle of the golf club. And then in between, just cut a little paper. Doesn't really protect the club much other than it moving around a little bit. And then if the box does get smashed, which we put fragile stickers on every golf club that we send out, and I usually write "do not bend," just to show the buyer that we took the steps necessary on our end to try to protect this link. So, on the side note too, another way for boxes, if you're not wanting to pay for boxes and you live in a bigger city that has like different golf shops and such, once in a while, if we're low on boxes or I sell a complete set that won't fit in here, we do have several local golf shops. Vans is a huge one out here in the Phoenix metro area, and they're always very willing to help with a box. If I call them and speak to someone and just explain my situation that I need to ship something, they're always usually very cool about us just coming down and picking up a box and not getting charged. There is a smaller golf shop that we go to that I do pay a couple bucks a box just to help him out, and he's helping us out. So, but yeah, that's another option for boxes. All right, so we hope our video helps some of you guys that are just getting started out, or honestly, if you guys saw anything that we maybe could improve on, please let us know in the comments down below. So we had a total of 20 packages today, and while we were doing our shipping, 2 more items sold, so those are also included here. So we do set up a pickup from the U.S. Postal Service every day, so those items will just get left on our front porch out of the sunlight out here, because that does fade the labels. They will pick them up, get them scanned in, and then our UPS and FedEx packages, we actually have a drop-off location right down the street, so we'll go and drop off both of those at one location, and they'll get picked up by their respective companies later today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. So thanks again for watching our video, and we'll catch you on the flip.